So it worked out, guys. We got a $9 order. We only 5 minutes away. We're going to Chipotle. You're gonna notice a lot of Dashers love Chipotle because it's so efficient, easy. They usually have the order ready. So what I did, once I accepted that order, I went into my Uber Eats and I turned it off, because you don't want to keep on getting multiple orders and declining them. So usually once I pick up one order, for the most part, I usually turn the other one off until I completed this order. So let's go grab this Chipotle. Chipotle.
Black rose, black rose. Black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose. Black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose. Black rose.
What's going on, beautiful people? I am Lando Success, your favorite motivational teacher. Whenever you come to my page, the plan is to leave knowing something that you didn't know before you get here. And if you do, make sure you press that subscribe button. Just right now, press the subscribe button, press the like button. That help out the YouTube algorithm, so YouTube will be able to push out my videos and be able to reach more people. And this year, you need multiple ways to make money. People need hustle. In this video, we're going to talk about 2 different hustles and different ways you can make money today. Not right now, but right now. One great positive thing I love about technology is when I was growing up, you only can make money from shoveling people's snow and going to go work at a car wash and having to do manual labor. Now you can do it by using your car, using your mind, using the internet, and we need to talk about that today. I know I usually talk about stocks and investments, but we also need to talk about multiple ways to make money. So the first thing is going to be DoorDash. So I want you to go to the link in my description, and that will take you to my referral link. And all you're doing is scrolling down to become a Dasher. Hit the start earning button, and you see it say your time, your goals. You are the boss. Putting your zip code is going to tell you to put in your email, and you sign up that way. With Uber Eats, it's basically the same thing, but you're going all the way down until you see sign up to deliver. Deliver with Uber. No boss, flexible schedule, quick pay. So how we're going to do this video is you guys are going to come to the field with me. We're going to do live orders. I'm going to show you how I pick them up. How do I choose which ones I want? How do I deliver them? All the way to communicating with the customer and maximizing the best ways you can make money, because you're on this video watching this to learn how the proper way, how to do DoorDash or Uber Eats, and how to maximize your money and how much money can you make, and you can see how much money I made. So let's go into the field. What's up? So we about to get started. So my goal is usually to do $100 to $150 a day with the combined apps, because if you have both of them, you can kind of merge a little bit. So when I get in my car, you gotta have your essentials, baby. You gotta have your hand sanitizers, because you're gonna be touching stuff. And you need your bag to keep the food warm, things like that. Get me some water, little things. So we're about to do some orders. I'm gonna figure this thing out. Let's do it. You're definitely gonna need a charger in your car, because your battery always die. Before I get started, I'm about to go grab some gas, because gas go down quick. So, and if you can, try to use a car that don't take too much gas, because you save more money. Also, for my people who never did DoorDash before, you really need a game plan. So people on YouTube that like the videos I watched first time, the general rule of thumb was if the order not paying over $1 a mile, so say for example it's going to pop up and it's going to say 5.8 miles to totally do it. If they're only paying $3, it's not worth it. It should at least be paying $5 to $6. Now my philosophy is different, because I go based off of the time of the day, what time of the day it is, and how much is it popping. So right now, I'm probably not going to pick up anything under $7 an order, because since I'm trying to make over $100, I know if I do 15 of those, I would be at $100. So I will just count down 15, 14, 13. That's the mindset I have. Everybody do it different, but mine is kind of effective for me. And, you know, I'm a little bit more of a bougie shopper. I'm not going to waste my time. If I'm out doing it, I'm not just going to be doing it not to make no money, you know. So when you pull up the DoorDash app, this is basically how it looks. You see the +3, that's showing where is their bonuses in this area in these cities. You see how it's that blue dot, that's where I'm at in Wayne. No bonuses. you can select Dash Now and choose your time. And just ask you, is your phone charged, enough gas, you got your red card, got all your stuff, and you start dashing. You see, this dash so far made $0, and we're going to end it. Then it show you different hot spots. So if you drive directly to that area, there's a higher likely chance that you're going to get some orders. All right, so this is with Uber Eats. Now, you see it said it's unavailable. I couldn't do it because their protocol is crazy. They like, yo, show us a picture of yourself with your mask on. Look at that. So you got to take a picture with your mask on. They got to verify that you have it on. You got to make sure you're not tested positive for COVID. Ask you all those type of questions. Nothing is wrong with your vehicle. Everything, you're ready to drive. Lego. So we're going online, and you see, make a nice fancy sound. We're online. Instead of DoorDash, you see how it showed the plus? It showed like the dollar sign. You see in Dearborn, it says you're going to get $1 extra if you're delivering that area. And then those cloudy areas, that's basically showing it's more popping and you got more options. When you look at this, it got the COVID-9, the inbox, the promos, and different things that you can look at in here. But mainly, you're looking at where is everything popping and where can you make the most amount of money at. So my game plan right now is to drive towards Dearborn because I seen Uber Eats is popping over there. You seen that dollar bonus, and it was $1.50 bonus with DoorDash. So I'm going to head that way because it seems like it's more activity going that way, and show you guys when some things pop up. So that was our first option, and that $4 for like, was it 9 miles? That wasn't worth it to me. Remember, $1 a mile, that's the average. And since I'm doing it early, you're not going to find as many good orders as once it become munchie time and everybody ready to eat dinner, you know. So it's, you know, I ain't gonna take that. I can wait it out. So it worked out, guys. We got a $9 order. We only 5 minutes away. We're going to Chipotle. You're going to notice a lot of Dashers love Chipotle because it's so efficient, easy. They usually have the order ready. So what I did, once I accepted that order, I went into my
in a quarter mile, turn right.
I went into my Uber Eats and I turned it off because you don't want to keep on getting multiple orders and declining them. So usually once I pick up one order, for the most part, I usually turn the other one off until I completed this order. So let's go grab this Chipotle. Area. You see you got Potbellies, Blaze Pizza, Chipotle. So we're about to walk in here and we're gonna get it. I'm not gonna record because I'm not one of those people that like put the camera in faces and all that type of stuff. So what I did was zip this stuff up in there to keep it warm. That's why people love Chipotle. Sometimes you'll wait 20 to 30 minutes at some places and it would kill your time. But Chipotle, quick, efficient, already had his order ready. Walked in, grabbed it, didn't even have to say hi to nobody. And I'm gone. Okay, so there's some things that most people I notice on YouTube don't tell you. So when you pick up on Uber Eats, it tells you the mile, same as DoorDash, but it also tells you the location you're picking up and what city you're dropping it off at. This don't tell you that in DoorDash, it just tell you the miles. So the L about this one is, even though I think it was 7 miles, after this order, if I wanted to come back to Dearborn, I'm going to have to drive 16 minutes back the opposite way, you know. So it's kind of like a, you know, it's harder to kind of gauge it, but you know, it comes with the territory and it was worth it. So we just gotta hope after we drop this off, something else is popping out that way. And usually it should be around lunchtime, so things should pick up with some bonuses. Also, I've been signed up with DoorDash for a while, but this is my first time ever really doing it, like during the pandemic. And I guess before the pandemic, you had to, as a Dasher, check and confirm that every item was in there. I'm trying to say the right words on this YouTube. That is not my flavor. I don't want people going through my bags and checking in, and I don't know, your hand's been, so I'm good on that. But I guess that was the original way. So like my man, he just asked, hey, can you check and make sure all this? Due to COVID, they usually have most bags sealed where I can't even open it. So I would just communicate with them, yo, due to COVID, I can't be touching all your stuff like that. So hopefully they got it right out. So let's pause. So I just went to that Coney Island and the experience was terrible. Well, a lot of people I noticed don't tell you on the videos. Since Uber Eats and DoorDash is new, you got to think of these restaurant owners. Or just a worker. Let's think of somebody that work at McDonald's, right? So you're used to regular people inside the store. You're used to the drive-through. And the McDonald's order usually get your order wrong anyways. But now they have DoorDash and Uber Eats. So if you go in these stores, you're going to hear the little sign, ding, ding, ding. They're getting these orders also. So they're trying to figure it out. And they are completely overwhelmed and really is not trained good enough on it. Knowing that, you have to be prepared that people are going to be a-holes and you're going to get into it with a lot of these workers. So I go into this Coney Island, the chick don't say nothing, rude as all hell, and there's 3 other people that's all doing DoorDash in front of me. So it gets to my part, I'm like, hey, pick up for so-and-so. And she looked at me, was like, just wait your turn. Lucky this YouTube, I ain't gonna cuss you out. So she's being rude and all this type of stuff. She finally giving me my order. And someone told me to look at the order. And I'm like, ma'am, it would be nice if she had her drink. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot her drink. Yes. So now you about to mess up my review and my rating because you got a shitty attitude. Okay. Back to what I was about to, back to business. That was a little side rant. Alright, since DoorDash been popping, I'm actually not going to do any DoorDash. I'm going to do an Uber Eats so y'all can see one. So whatever pop in for the video purpose, I'm actually going to grab. So I hope it's a good one, because you see, like, once you get in the zone, it will keep on popping. It'll keep you moving. Alright, grab this order, grab an extra $3 on top of that order. So, and it's vice versa. Same, it happens with Uber Eats. Once you get in the groove, they'll keep you going. So I'm going right in the middle of the hotspot where it say Uber Eats is paying some money at. So let's see if, here go one right here. So I got another Chipotle and this one is paying $13. So I'm excited about this one. Now, being honest with Uber Eats, you get to use more customer service and they are more tip eccentric, if that's the right word to use, but they're more tip friendly. So if you communicate with them better, you're going to get better tips. Well, if DoorDash is kind of like automatic generated in there, they do a recommended tip and you pay. And I think they could go back in there and add to it. But Uber Eats, they tip like an hour later. So you want to have good customer service with Uber Eats. Because I think the other day, yesterday I got a $16 tip on like a $10 order.
Take exit.
All right, y'all, we did good today. And Uber Eats, I think we're gonna do around $13, so a little bit over $10, and they could tip more. And I think on DoorDash we did a little bit over $20, so we did $30 so far. I'm about to go see my wife because she's about to go out of town tomorrow, so kick it with her. Then I'm gonna go to the gym and work out, plan on how I'm gonna do this YouTube, and I'm gonna probably go back out again tonight and see if I can get over $100 because things gonna start popping and the promotion's gonna get popping a little bit more. So we're about to go back to the lab and we're gonna talk about all of this. All right, we are finished. So what we're gonna do is talk about the pay real quick. I'm gonna bring it up. So what you see right here, and instead of me doing it off of that day, I'm just showing you over the last 7 days. And I didn't dash every day, but you guys will be able to understand it and break it down, right? So let's say this week, you see it say $176 this week with a balance of $85. That's the money that I didn't put into my account. It say active. I was active for 6 hours and 17 minutes. And, I dashed for 7 hours and 26 minutes. That basically means from the time I had the app just completely running is that whole 7 hours, and they like active when I was actually driving doing orders. So then where you see cash out with fast pay, that's getting paid daily, baby. You want to get paid right now? You go ahead, press that button, and you can get paid. And I think you only get paid with DoorDash once a day. So you got to do it once a day. So if we do the breakdown, you see where it say the January 18th through the 24th. Now on this slide, it say the same thing. The DoorDash pay was $97 and the customer tip was $53. That is not bad at all if you look at the average time I dashed 6 hours. Actively dashing. So if we did $10 an hour, that would be $60, right? $20 an hour, that'd be $120. So we probably at like $25, $23, $50 an hour. So we made over $20 an hour. That is good money with 15 deliveries. And you see it break down more and more, and you can click it and it will show how much an individual order paid and how much they tipped out. Now let's look at Uber Pay during the same time period. When we pull it up, you see the earnings is $109. That is good money in 5 hours and 34 minutes. And I only did that in 7 trips. 100% of trips end up tipping, and the average tip was $6.56, which is absolutely amazing. $6 a tip every single order, and it break down the fare, to how much I made off the promotions, then a tip, total earnings of $109. Not bad. So we did this video to break down which one is my favorite. Is it DoorDash or is it Uber Eats? And being transparent and being honest to you guys, Uber Eats, you're going to make more bang for your buck. You're going to get more high paid orders. It's going to be more professional. It's going to just be a smoother transition. So I preferred Uber Eats. But there's a catch. You kind of still need DoorDash. You need them hand to hand. So if Uber Eats had the amount of customers and amount of attraction and all that type of stuff as DoorDash did, Uber Eats would just completely dominate it out of the park. But since they don't, you got to think, if I go dash for an hour right now, I'm going to probably get pinged for 6 dashes, while I'm going to probably only get dinged for 1 or 2 orders with Uber Eats. So yes, you can make a lot of money, but you're going to be sitting longer. So that's why it's the benefit of having both apps, where you can, you can hit it on both avenues or both angles. So that's the way I would break it down and tell you guys. So I want to know in the comments, which one do you like, which one you don't like. Make sure you sign up with my referral code, because I get a bonus and I think you guys get a bonus. And if you don't, once you do like a zillion dashes and I receive compensation, let me know. Since I'm a truck driver and flight attendant, I'll probably be in your town sooner or later, and you can have drinks on me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We have a lot of things in the description. You can sign up for Stash. You have Cash App. You have a lot of different things, Robinhood, and I also have a Facebook investment group. If you guys ever want to sign up for that and learn more about investment, go ahead, reach out, let me know. Please tell me in the comments, did you like it? Did you love it? Later, and I'm out. Also, some last minute tips. When you're dashing, make sure it's worth your time. Have a game plan. So my game plan is always to make $100 to $150 a day. Do the math of what the minimum order you're going to take. Don't take $3, $2 orders. If you have a goal, you have to be more selective. Yes, you might miss out on some orders, or you might have to sit even longer, but you have to have a standard and goals. And me personally, I am bougie when I ship. I go to the good neighborhoods if I can, because I know they're going to tip better, because they make more money in those areas. So, for example, if I go to an area where the general median income is at $90,000, I know I have a higher chance of getting tips versus going somewhere where the average income is $20,000 a year annually. I ain't here to discriminate anybody. But when I'm using my time and my gas, I'm here to discriminate everybody. I'm here to make money. So those are some tips. You have to understand that people are going to be pissed off. It's just, I don't even know why I'm doing this. Damn ass on. Some of the customers are just going to suck, and you're going to have to deal with it a little bit. You're just going to have a game plan whenever you're in the car to keep my mind steady. What I usually do is I listen to Audible book. Like right now, I'm doing David Goggins. Can't Hurt Me. I love that Audible book. This is actually like my 4th or 5th time listening to it. So when I'm driving, I'm not just listening to music or whatever it is. I'm either talking on the phone, watching YouTubes, doing Audible book, learning something different so I can grow myself while I'm doing it. late at night. If you can, avoid fast food. So a lot of people don't talk about fast food, and I really wanted to do a fast food order on this video. But so when you do a fast food order, let's first start with McDonald's. Instead of saying a person's name on the order, is going to be a 3-digit number that you end up saying, instead of their name and stuff, right? These lines, so say you pick up $6 order for McDonald's, right? And it's only 5 miles. You're like, I'll do it. But some McDonald's, you're going to have to wait 30 minutes in line. And once you get stuck in some of those lines, you can't get out. It's like the worst thing ever. Yeah, I learned how to cancel some of those orders. But that's a whole nother that's a whole nother story. Avoid fast food if you can, if it's very late, because you got all the people that got the munchies and they're just going to piss you off, you being in line to make absolutely not $1. So I will avoid those if you could. And the last thing we'll talk about is the acceptance rate. I thought because I have worked with a lot of different companies, you got to have a good acceptance rate, completion rate, and all that type of stuff. And you look at mine is very good all around besides acceptance rate, because I'm not about to accept $2 going 12 miles. That's just not smart. But it don't affect you at all. That's the great thing. I thought it did. I started watching some videos and talking to people that actually does DoorDash. That don't affect you at all. Try to not to have a terrible acceptance rate, but mine is wrong. I say stay between 25 to 35 or higher or whatever it is. Because it's funny, my first time dashing, since I thought you had to keep a great acceptance rate, I'm like, this first day, let me do like my first 20 dashes and I'm accepting everything. I ran around this whole world for pennies on the dollar. $2.50, 10 miles. Here I go, yay. Like, don't do that. Also, a thing that I notice most YouTubers don't talk about, since this is a side hustle, it is a 1099. So for those that worked a regular job before, you get a W-2, they take out taxes, and you get them back at the end of the year if you file your taxes right? With a 1099, they don't take out any taxes. You get all your money up front, which is amazing until you made $10,000 doing this and you realize you got to pay $3,000 back and you didn't save the money to do it. So no YouTubers don't want to talk too much about taxes because, I'm not a licensed tax professional or anything like that. But you do want to use write-offs as much as you possibly can. The app that I actually started using that I'm going to use this year while I do DoorDash or Uber Eats, it is called Mile IQ. I'm not getting paid or promoted for it. That was the best one. Whenever you start driving, it tracks all of your miles. And when you get home, you can stop and it tells you how much money that you would get back, you'll be able to write off. So I have it all tracked for you. So when doing tax season come up, you'll be able to send that stuff over. And a friend told me yesterday that I think Lyft sends a statement at the end of the year when you did enough ships that kind of do it for you. But I don't know if it worked the same way with like the Uber Eats and the DoorDash, and we'll have to find out. But you do want to save some of that money because you're going to have to pay it back later with taxes if you don't do your write-off. So make sure you have your gas, anything you can make an excuse that was for this business that you're doing. So your gas, your cell phone charger, you got to use your cell phone to do it. You can write off a lot of things doing Uber Eats and DoorDash, and that's a whole nother conversation now. I want to get flagged talking about that, but yeah.